Right, we are on. Hello YouTubers, Andy here from Northern UK, and about a week ago, maybe even 2 weeks ago, I can't remember, I do believe the Lord gave me a rapture dream. It was unlike one that I've ever had before, and I can remember plenty of times in the past watching videos on YouTube about other people having rapture dreams where, let's turn this down a second, can you hear me better now? Where they got taken up into the sky in the rapture, and seeing missiles come down and nuclear war and all that kind of stuff. And it was a common occurrence where people stated that, as the missiles come down, we go up. And me personally, I've never had a dream like that at all. I've always thought to myself, hey, where's my rapture dream? I mean, I do believe, not in a what do you call it? I can't think of the word. Is the car going to pull out of me? No, good. Not in a way where I'm jealous. That's it. That's the word I'm looking for. Not in a way where I'm jealous of other people's dreams. To know that the Lord gives people different kinds of dreams. I've had dreams that other people have not had. I've had a few dreams. One prominent dream that I will always remember is when I was dreaming and the Lord showed me the mark of the beast symbol, or started to show me it, and then I woke up. I'm like, no! So I might actually re-upload that one on this channel at some point. That's from my previous channel. So anyway, on to this dream. And I also had another dream where I got partially raptured, and then the dream ended. But in this one, it contains a couple of key details that I've never heard in other people's rapture dreams before. So here goes. In my dream, and it starts off, I was in some kind of a wooden shack, as it were. It seemed to me like it was I've been on holiday or something, and this was a place to go to stay for a couple of days. If you go to a caravan or a log cabin, that kind of thing. It was in some kind of wooden shack, or if it wasn't made of wood, I know as a key detail that the ceiling, inside the interior ceiling, was made of slats of wood, and it looked like the inside of a garden shed. It wasn't a garden shed because it had a kitchen as well. So I was in the corner, and someone came into the shack. I was there alone, and someone came into it who I used to know in the past. This girl from the past who I used to be friends with, and she's a Christian. And she hasn't spoken to me for a long time. I think she fell out with me a long time ago. Hasn't really spoken to me that much since. I don't really see her anymore. And she came into the kitchen and sort of either ignored me or didn't see me, and then stacked a load of food inside the kitchen, and then walked out of the door without even saying anything to me, which I thought was really strange. And when she walked outside the door as well, it was daylight. The sunlight was blazing through. And then all of a sudden, my spirit or soul or whatever got raptured, and I can remember very clearly. I was very aware in this dream, and I got taken up really, really fast through this hut that I was in, and straight up through the atmosphere and into the clouds, and through the clouds. And I thought, whoa, I'm being raptured. It felt just so real as any day life, as real as I feel right now, as far as I'm aware. And I thought, yes, and as I was being taken up through the clouds, I can remember very clearly at a certain point on the way up, I got taken through like a layer of smog or smoke, like a thick grey black smoke, a thin layer. I can remember going through it, and then after this point, when I was getting taken up high into the atmosphere, and I was reaching the clouds, I thought to myself, whoa, am I being raptured, or is it a dream? And I couldn't really work it out. And then the more I went up, you know, it wasn't very long after this, it sort of occurred to me, even though I want to be raptured sort of thing, you know, I'd love to be raptured, I was starting to get the impression that this was a dream instead. So being aware that if this was a dream, you know, I don't have that much to tell in a video. I think I even thought about it, well, I could tell people about this. And I thought, well, that's annoying because I'm going up into the clouds and I can't really see that much. All I can see is clouds now. So, for some reason, I don't know why I chose these words, I cried out to the Lord while I was right high up in the atmosphere. And even though this dream was like 1 or 2 weeks ago, I never wrote it down because I can remember it really vividly. I can even remember the exact words that I spoke to the Lord. So I said to the Lord, I said, Lord, show me the nations. I wanted to see what was going on down on earth. And I mean, I don't know why I chose the term show me the nations. I really don't. I could have said to the Lord, show me what's going on. Hey Lord, get these clouds out of the way. I want to see what's going on earth. Can I see anything? No, I just said to him, show me the nations. And at that point, the clouds parted to the sides. Oh, by the way, on the left, that's a bit of wall where that car crashed into. It's been rebuilt now. That was from a previous video. Anyway, back onto this dream. My last video was about a rapture dream as well, where that wall got knocked down. So as I said to the Lord, Lord, show me the nations, the clouds parted and I could see what was going on earth. And I got the impression in my dream, this is a bit of speculation on my part, that when I went up into the air, I'm in northern UK, I went up into the air like facing north. That's the impression that I got. And so, you know, Scotland was above me, London was down below me. I didn't see the UK as I was going up, I just got the notion of that's the way I was facing. So when I asked the Lord, show me the nations, and the clouds parted, in the east, so it would be very far in the east, in the, you know, eastern region of the earth, so more towards like China, side, going over that part of the earth. That's the impression that I got, that I'm not sure. For all I know, I was the opposite way around. An explosion was like coming from like America or somewhere. That's the notion that I got. That's a bit of speculation on my part in the stream. You know, my windscreen, it's been snowing, so my new windscreen wipers, because that's not working that part. Anyway, so as I looked down to earth, I could see parts of earth and parts of sea. It was like a mixture of land and sea that I could see from the air. And I could see that very clearly that there was a nuclear explosion where I was looking, and there was like a big mushroom cloud. It looked as though it wasn't, you know, like after a nuclear bomb's gone off, you know, a few minutes later it turns into this other big weird kind of mushroom at the top. It looked as though it's only just gone off not long ago, as though it went off when I got raptured out of the earth. And so I asked Lord, show me the nations. I saw this nuclear explosion and then woke up. And it was amazing. And I truly thought to myself, wow, finally, the Lord has given me, you know, one of these classic, proper rapture dreams. So I do believe it's from the Lord, you know, pray on it, you know, I can't say absolutely it was, but I do believe it was. And another thing, I actually I was working last night until 2 o'clock AM, so this morning I fell asleep again before I went to the gym on my bed. And as I woke up, 1 second, so I'll concentrate on this roundabout. So as I woke up, a feather slowly drifted down, and it like landed on my pillow in my dream, and it landed where my head was, and I woke up. So I woke up on this, you know, end of my dream, this little white feather came gently drifting down, landed where my head was, and I woke up. And the weird thing is, when I went to the gym, where I was doing the overhead press in the rack, there was a little white feather there in front of me. And one of my friends came over, this Polish guy, and he's asking about, because I'm decorating at the moment, I'm upstairs, And for some reason, very, not only a minute into the conversation, he asked me what colour I was decorating as well. And it occurred to me when I told him, I said, "Oh, it's a grey colour. It's called, I think it's called goose down. So it's like down is feathers. Goose down is like a goose feather colour." I thought, how weird is that? What a weird confirmation. I do believe that dream was from the Lord as well. And I can always remember Brother Brian. I don't know. He ran a channel called OT for Jesus. I always thought it meant overtime for Jesus, but apparently it's occupational therapist for Jesus. And he used to go around with Andy Firecharger, praying for people and all that kind of stuff, and he did lots of rapture videos. And the Lord always showed him feathers. And the Lord kept showing him feathers, and he thought he was going to get raptured, but sadly in the end, he crashed his pickup truck into a wall and died. It happened like a couple of years ago now, I think. So his videos, as far as I'm aware, are still online to watch. So head over, put to OT for Jesus, and watch some of Brother Brian's channel, some videos, what he put up as well. And he always talked about the Lord showed him feathers floating down. So anyway, I will leave that with you. If you got any insight into this dream, I went through a layer of wood and a layer of smoke. I mean, I'm kind of thinking it could mean lots of things. It could be a layer of wood, Ark of the Covenant with the burnt offerings with the smoke. It could be me going through a wooden coffin and then in a crematorium. It could be my death and not rapture, but please pray on it. Give me some insights if you have it. So thanks for watching, and the Lord willing, I'll be making more videos.